What's up, everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. We're coming at you with a super spicy episode 271, and we're recording on February 26th, 2024. Dude, about like a sixth of the year's already done. I'm Doug, and joining me today, we got Warren.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And not Anita.
Hello.
Anita is not here. She's traveling, which is the reason she's not here, but she will be back next week. You're just left with the two idiots. We're gonna be rambling. We're gonna be saying stupid crap this week. Yeah. In the Afterhours State of the Nation this week, it's gonna be like a State of the Nation / a sports segment because Anita's not here. So if you don't want to stick, it is Korea related though. One of the main topics is the Korea soccer team implosion, which is happening.
Oh boy.
So you can stick around for that. In terms of me, if you notice on the camera, I got like a weird thing on my nose. Like, this is a top 5 largest pimple I've had in my life right now, and I had acne bad when I was a teenager, so that's saying something. This is a omega pimple on my nose, so I had to like, I'm not only protecting my image, I'm protecting y'all from having to look at it.
I kind of want to see it. I'll be honest.
It's horrendous.
Can you send me a video of you popping it? Like, just, like...
It already happened. But
in my world, I have boxes behind me because I'm moving in like 3 days. I will have better Wi-Fi. I cannot wait. Good lord.
Yeah, so it's scuffed today. Just know that. But let's move to the actual music. We got 4 songs this week. TRI-B Diamond, IU Shopper, the JYP Nation Coca-Cola song Like Magic, and Twice One Spark. But let's start at the top with TRI-B's Diamond. They are from TR Entertainment / Universal Music Group. It's a collab between those two. Their last 3 songs are We Are Young, Kiss, and Would You Run. So we're going to talk about the song first, but we just have to give context before we start that their main producer, Shin Tiger, passed away this week at the age of 40. So our condolences to TRI-B, his family in particular, his friends. We're going to talk about the song objectively, then we'll talk more about Shin Tiger himself. So, As a song by itself, independent of anything that has happened this week, it's a pretty good song. Surprisingly good. We did cover their last track, We Are Young, or at least I don't know if we covered it on the pod, but I remember listening to it because I also turned that on today.
We covered it,
right?
Yeah, it was episode 224 or something like that.
And I'm pretty sure I just thought it was one of those, positive, upbeat K-pop songs that I kind of just like in general, right? This Diamond song, though, there's something about this song where the vibes are uplifting. They're kind of positive. The vibe is good. The lyrics are good. It's kind of hard not to like this song, right?
Yeah, no, I think uplifting is actually a really good adjective. It's very not high energy, but at the same time, it's like very calm. But like, there's also this constant this kind of like drum, like dance hall kind of vibe to it that just pushes the track forward constantly. But the chorus itself, I think, is really what sells me on this track. Is like, it's like range-wise, it's very low. That's very atypical for K-pop, because like typically in K-pop, you like to really explode with the climax being the chorus and all. But instead here, it almost feels like almost like a World Cup chant kind of song, you know what I mean? Like, it
does actually.
Yeah.
I see that.
Not the same way like Waka Waka does, but like, the way we're like, it feels like we're all coming together to kind of say this positive message. And like in conjunction with the recent events, I think something about it works really, really well. The lyrics itself isn't too well written, but it sells really well, you know what I mean?
One interesting thing about Korea and the use of the word VVS is, like, I did not know about diamond grading until the VVS song came out of Show Me the Money.
Oh, my life is shining like a VVS.
Yeah, and now it's like kind of vernacular in Korea. People know it's like in reference to diamonds and stuff like that, right? But before that, I never knew that. But then all of a sudden, I found myself on like the Wikipedia article for diamond classifications or some shit one night, right? So like I was like, oh, that's an expensive diamond then. But I just wanted to throw out there that's funny that sometimes words and different even like symbols get popular in Korea, and then all of a sudden people know them, right? Randomly. But if you ask someone in America what's a VVS, they'll be like, what the f are you talking about? right?
Really? I would guess like rappers would put it in their songs. You know what I mean?
I'm talking like a normal person.
Okay.
You just go to a mall and you ask, "What's a VVS?" They'll be like, "Eh." Right. But,
Okay, well, I'm sure the Young Thug fans know all about VVS. Same as who else is here? Lil Mosey, Young, all these random rappers I'm seeing on Genius. No, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's not like okay. For instance, the second half of the chorus, where they're like, "I'm like a diamond," like. The lyrics are my like a diamond. I'm like, I don't know what that means. I even reading the lyrics and without, reading the lyrics, just hearing it, I was kind of confused about it. But at the same time, it's really catchy. And
I think they're trying to say I'm like a diamond. That's what I got. Like,
okay.
Not in the best way ever, but I thought that's what they were saying.
See, I thought it was my life like a diamond, but like that's also like very far off.
That could also that could make sense too. No, that it's the same similar message.
Oh man, open to interpretation now. Yeah. I mean, we had a whole phase of like Moombahton tracks, which led into like kind of like a dance hall revolution for K-pop, and now that
Rumor
was away from
Eyes One Rumor. Like my favorite song.
You know what the issue with Rumor was? Like, Rumor itself is, in hindsight, not bad, but like every Moombahton track that dropped after it was like Rumor 2, Rumor 3, Rumor 4. Like,
you're right. Like, especially the girl group Moombahtons we got after that was like a lot of Rumor sounding songs.
Yeah, but anyway,
I remember that Bandit group specifically. A lot.
Bandit was a big culprit. I mean, unfortunately, what happened to them, but the way Tribe approaches Diamond with this track, I feel like is a lot closer to how typically dancehall is, which is not something K-pop has delved too far into, and like in combination with this like really nice melody and nice top line, I think it works really, really well. I don't know. What'd you think about the video, Doug, in the choreo?
Honestly. So this is a company and a group that's not probably have the most money ever.
No.
But I thought the sets kind of worked. It was kind of muted. It was kind of weird. They had like indoor sand, which is odd. I never thought of that happening before.
Wasn't there like one set where like it was indoor but like water on the ground and like there's like an orange background?
A lot of their sets look like modern art, like. Where it just kind of doesn't make sense when you're like, oh, that's kind of aesthetic, Like there was a tree inside at one point, right? There's sand inside at one point. There's water. There's a water pool, which is kind of on a sunset. It felt like very Southwestern randomly too at points in this music video.
It felt like Minecraft, like you if you want to put sand in the ground, go for it. If you want to put water in the ground, also go for it. You know what I mean?
This music video was fine though. I kind of liked it. I kind of fit the music. I don't know why, but it did.
It was like very textbook and like straightforward, normal music video. And it's been a while. Maybe it's because of the, like how much I like the song, but like it worked really well. Like just the vibe of the song was really well reflected in the video visually, and I was like, okay, like we've had a lot of videos recently where it was trying to do way too much, way too many sets, way too many cuts, way too many effects. And I'm like, okay.
For a music video that does almost no exposition, it kind of works, which is surprising, right? Because you generally, in music videos, you want some form of story or some kind of, we're trying to show this, right? Yeah, other than like, there was a couple shots of one of the girls with what seemed to sort of be like a scrape on her face. Or I don't even was it a scrape? I don't even really know. But that kind of vibe kind of made sense based on the lyrics, which I thought worked. So overall, I thought it was a serviceable music video. I don't have any real big complaints.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. It's like pretty serviceable.
You know what? Let me start off saying something spicy. This song is spicy. It's a spicy song.
It's a good song. Yeah, spicy song.
It's a good song. I would listen to this one all the time. I do. Okay, we've talked about the song, right? We like the song. It's a good song. We like the lyrics. We like the music video. I'm kind of excited for this Tri B group. I don't want to say the monkey in the room, but clearly we need to talk about what has happened this week.
Right.
Because we do not know what that means for this group, considering Shin Dong Tiger was the main driving force of this group, right? So let's talk about him, the person, Lee Ho Yang. He passed away. He was well, number one, we're gonna talk about his death. So if you don't want to listen to that or you're uncomfortable, skip ahead, guys. I'm gonna give a warning. You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Well, he was found dead in his recording studio on February 23rd. He was 41 years old. A really unfortunate situation. As a producer, he is one of the most notable producers of like the Gen 2 era, for sure.
Yep.
Right? He really had a whole lineup of bangers in Gen 2.
One after another.
Some of the songs he was associated with. So Warren told me he got his start or his big break with Mighty Mouse's song Energy. That's like right at the start of Gen. It's in between like 1 and 2, right at the start of 2, right?
Right around there. They're not really K-pop, but then after that.
Same thing with Jewelry. The Jewelry's right at the front of Gen 2, right? One More Time, which if you watch a lot of Korean TV shows, they reference the song. This is that song where you try to touch your fingers together. Baby, one more time.
Bum, bada, bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, that's a very notable song. Then he worked heavily with Tiara. He did Poppy Poppy. He also did their later stuff like Sexy Love. He was involved in A Pink's No No No. I'm gonna all the songs I'm talking about. Some of them he made himself. Some of them he was a lyricist. Some of them he helped with, all varying degrees. Worked with 4 Minute. He worked with Beast, Hyuna Bubble Pop, Momoland Boom Boom. He worked on that. And then one of the groups he had the most work with was EXID. It was literally his group, right? Up and Down. He worked with when Hyuna and Dawn wanted to, and who else was it? Who he wanted to Troublemaker. He worked on Troublemaker. Ailey, You and I.
Wasn't Troublemaker Yongjin-young? Or sorry,
It might have.
It was a Beast member. Oh, let me look that up real quick.
Oh, it was a Beast member. Okay, I might be wrong with that completely. But
Oh, sorry.
Oh wait, you. Yeah, right.
Yeah, Chang
Okay.
Hyun-sung.
Yeah, I gotta look that up. Oh yeah, it was the duo. Never mind. I'm talking about the other thing. The thing they did with Hui and Dawn.
Triple H.
That's what it was. Oh yeah, Troublemaker. That song's a legendary song too. He worked on Ailey, You and I, and even had a hand, not as the main composer or whatever, but he apparently worked on Uju Sonyo's Secret to some extent as well. So this guy, if you look up his song credits, it's a gigantic amount of songs he's worked on. Very unfortunate, right? It's I don't know what happened. The circumstances of his death are not really out there. I'm not one to speculate either. But man had a lot of success in Gen 2. And then more recently, I would say music-wise, not as active as he was back in Gen 2, right? I think that's fair to say.
Yeah. I mean, we can talk more about it later in the news section, but like he was one of the artists who was one of the producers who was, who stopped getting as much work around 2015-16 when third gen really popped off. Obviously there have been exceptions like Boom Boom and Up and Down. TRI-B was one of the groups that he was like focusing very heavily on, as well as the boy group that is coming back within the next couple months, which is I'll have to look that up, sorry. But yeah. Very unfortunate. TAN is the group I was talking about. TAN. There was the timing was incredibly unfortunate. Where after the song's release, TRI-B performed Diamond on one of the music shows, and then the day after that, Shinsadong Horangi Tiger passed away. And then, obviously because of that, TRI-B took a couple days off of music shows. And then I believe yesterday was the first time they came back for a music show.
They performed with white ribbons on.
They were wearing black with white ribbons. And you know how like in the music shows, like they have like ending fairy, like the whatever, they're like at the end. And you could very clearly tell their leader, Songsun, was It was emotionally like, you know, there.
It's rough situation.
Yeah.
Death of anyone, whether it be people you know or not know, it's like it's inherently very uncomfortable, right? Not a fun thing at all, but it happens. It's an inevitability. He will forever live through his music, though. Man, he's listened to so many songs that I've had on repeat over the years, right?
Oh yeah. He
incredible
really
legacy
shaped
as
the
a
whole
producer.
generation of people, like listeners,
For sure.
musicians. And obviously he does not have the same name value impact he does 10 years ago. But I don't know, go check out some of his older stuff. Go check out Diamond. There is, I would say, if I had to say, there is, and I said this about the last Tribe track as well. One of the common factors between the recent two Tribe tracks and a lot of the other stuff that Shinsadong Tiger has worked on is the top lines are always great. The choruses are always really well written.
Yep.
It does a really good job of writing very melodic melodies that are easy to catch on to, as well as providing listeners a hook. He is one of the driving forces of the hook in K-pop.
What he did such a good thing of is, if you think about it, when we're in like a Gen 1 to Gen 1.5 era, we're still doing a lot of these like techno-based songs, right? And what he did so well once we started to get into Gen 2 was putting techno elements that the Korean audience was used to from Gen 1 and 1.5 into a more modern twist with good top line and good lyrics, which fit more of the K-pop meta in Gen 2. And he blended them together so well, which is why a lot of the songs were bangers and like gigantic hits.
Yeah.
It's rough.
It's rough. And it's obviously, I have to assume it's unintentional, but because of the message of the song and the timing and the event, I can't ignore the emotional impact this has on me. I'll be honest with you. Like, don't get me wrong. I have never been the biggest fan of Shinsadong Tiger. I've never been the one to say he is like a god. But on the other hand, I have always believed, and I've said this a couple times on the show as well. At some point, I don't know where he has been an artist, a producer. Where obviously the last couple of years he has been struggling a little bit with songwriting and keeping up with the current times and the current meta of K-pop. But it always felt like he was good at the fundamentals. Where given the right opportunity and the timing, there is a lot of opportunities for him to blow up again. That's what I always thought about him. I can't say that about a lot of his other contemporaries, which obviously I'm not going to name. But so all of that combined, it's really, yeah, it's really,
it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so our condolences once again to everyone affiliated with Shinsadong Tiger, including his friends and family.
Yes.
Tribe, his frequent collaborator Ellie from EXID, right? They work together extensively. All those type of people. All right, let's move on. We got through it. Let's continue the show. ITZY Shopper. Did she just make a song about consumerism? Is that what she's doing here? Well, we have ITZY, Idam via Cacao, last three songs, Hoshi, Love Wins On, Strawberry Moon. This is the title track, right, of the album, I believe.
Along with Hoshi, it's a double title track of the EP. Yes.
What a interesting. Okay, like the main thing is this music video came out of nowhere for me, right? Like I didn't watch any teasers. I go into K-pop now. I don't watch any teasers or anything. I just want to be surprised when it happens. Right?
You go blind.
I go in blind these days. I have like the comeback. I have the comeback and teasers channel on our Discord muted. I don't want to see it. I just want to see it when it happens.
Oh wow, okay.
I do that on purpose because I get more surprised. This was a surprising one to me, right? Like ITZY with a blonde shaggy cut, right? We got this mysterious man who turned out to be DPRE and narrating the beginning, right? The first thing when this guy started talking, I'm like, am I on the right video? Was the first thing I thought. I was like, what the F am I watching here? But
in fact, extraordinary.
It was extraordinary. with his Australian accent, right? Like however he's saying it. Did you like this track, Warren? Did you like Shopper?
It was nice. It was nice. It was nice. It felt like if you liked Lilac, this would always also be up your alley a little bit.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it felt like a continuation of that kind of style of IU doing the kind of like slower, but also high energy, well-paced pop music. Although this one feels a little quicker than it did with Lilac, which makes sense. The song's a little shorter as well. It has that disco vibe to it, but at the same time, it has a very atmospheric mix. To the point where like a lot of the moments. So I heard the song before I saw the video. I've been listening to the EP before I saw the video, and I, for some reason, always imagined fireworks whenever the chorus hits. And that's a very big motif in the video as well. So, you know, like, I was like, okay, that's like, I think it was a really good job, both the vision and the audio coming together to kind of, you know, create this one single theme here. That was really nice.
What do you think the message is of Shopper? What is she trying to say here?
I was confused as hell, so I did go. Okay, so on her channel, there's like a 14-minute documentary about this whole EP. Mm-hmm. Now this EP does feel a lot weaker than her previous works in the last couple of years, not because this is bad, but because the last couple releases have just been so solid. But she does explain the themes of this track and a bunch of the other tracks on the album, like Horsey and you know and the Love and Zol and such. For Shopper in particular, she did a little throwback to the point of her life when she was really young, right? And after school, she would go into like one of those like kids stores, where there's like stationery, but like there's also like a big toy, right? Like a big doll. She always wanted to get. All of her friends wanted it. And how much she wanted it, but like someone one day came in, bought it, and it was gone. So the message she wanted to give with the song apparently is, if you have desires, don't let them stop you. Go for it. Do it.
Wow, I literally got that from the song.
That's what the song's about. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was all when I first listened to it, I thought it had something to do with like dream. It felt like a dream big type of scenario, you know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid to just like have a crazy dream, right? And you might not reach that crazy dream, but if you take the steps to get there, you'll have a fun journey, regardless of the outcome. You know what I mean?
Right. And I think like to a degree, that's what the grocery store in the video felt like as well. Like the grocery store full of lovely, extraordinary, magical items. That felt like, to me, like it felt like people's dreams. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, and like it felt like a motif in terms of like a symbol in terms of like dreams that are waiting to be purchased by people, so that dreams can be realized and magical things will happen. What a Disney kind of a theme, you know what I mean? So
it kind of felt like a Disney movie, to be honest. I liked the music video. They were telling a whole story here, pretty much, right? We went to an auction scene, and then we had a runaway scene. Then we had a.
Can Disney have a movie about a thief though? Like
you can. Peter Pan, steal from the poor, give to the steal from the poor, steal from the rich, give to the poor. Oh, no, Peter Pan's a slumlord all of a sudden, right?
Yo, no? Okay, Peter Pan, a crime lord over here.
But yeah, they had a runaway scene. Then they wandered through the desert, and then they found the oasis in the desert, more or less, right? Which is the store. It seems like
right.
And this music video just was like, it had a lot of Americana in it because they filmed it in America, obviously, right?
Did they?
Yeah, they went to America and they filmed all of those music videos, like Hoshi, like all of them were in America.
I just assumed this one of the deserts in the south somewhere in Korea.
No, this was in America.
Oh wow, okay, that's a lot of money.
I'm like 95% sure.
Okay, I mean, also like, I never knew I wanted blonde IU, but like.
It's great. Do you like the shaggy cut?
Wow. Yeah.
It good? It good?
Looks good.
We also have to gotta give props to DPR Ian because he's the director of the music video.
Okay, can I be honest about something real quick? Like DPR Ian, I had no idea what he looked like. Like, here's the thing.
Okay.
I listened to a lot of DPR, live Ian I keep up with the drama. Now he's Hongdabin. Ian though, in a lot of his videos, shows up with like so much makeup on his eyes, and he's like, oh, it's like always dark and it's like covered.
Yeah, I have seen one of the more recent ones where he's like a clown, more or less, like an evil clown. Yeah.
And I even saw him live last year at Hidden the Clouds, and even then his eyes were covered with his hair because his bangs were so long. And I was like, okay, all I see is really good triceps. Like I was like, I don't get
nice triceps.
Like he was a fit man. I was like yelling, like I was like, take that fucking jacket off, you fucking. But hey, like at the end of the day, he showed up, and I was like, oh, that's what he looks like. I wish I could see his eyes more. You know what I mean? But
did you know a lot of his own music videos, he directs them and he edits them himself, his own music videos?
Oh my god, that's a lot of effort. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it says even this music video, directed, edited, and colored by DPR Ian.
I want to say, like, particularly the color department of this video is kind of fucking fantastic.
Well, he did it himself.
The mad lad.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Here's the thing. For folks who are not aware, DPR is a creative media music video / it's like they film video, but they also produce a lot of music. They're up until recently, their front two men was DPR Live and DPR Ian. There was a lot of internal financial drama where at the end of the day, DPR Live decided to leave and become Hongdabin on his own. But aside from all that, a lot of the videos that have been released under the DPR moniker have been so beautiful, and you can tell with this video too. Like,
by the way, if I reference this DPR people, Ian, I at one point thought the whole group was DPR Live. It's all confusing to me. I don't listen to a lot of their music, by the way.
It's
just
okay.
Letting y'all know.
It's okay. We were all very confused at one point. I was like, why?
Yeah, I was like, wait, DPR Live sounds like the name of a group, does it not? But it's like, wait, it's one dude.
You know what I was always confused about? When first DPR Live showed up, I was like, oh, so it's the live clip for DPR. This seems like a music video, but I guess it's what live clips are now.
I thought that, dude. I was so confused for the longest time.
I know.
Like, wait, it's one guy? Oh, wait, there's multiple. But why is his name Live? What kind of name is Live? That's like, all this shit. I was like, so confused for a second.
He is now called Hongdabin. That's what he goes by. So, I don't know. Video-wise, this has been one of the most beautiful videos I've seen recently. There's a couple shots at the end where like IU pulls out that magic bat and she starts like hitting these wild what are the things you put on at a birthday party and you
Piñata?
Hit it? Piñata. Yeah. She starts hitting piñatas and then it's a party everywhere. It's in the video she calls it's the Sunset Flame Party. That's what it is. Very pretty. I like the colors.
IU seems like she's having a lot of fun with this whole album in general, right? And she's gonna transition it into the tour where she's just gonna rake money, right?
But she also still hasn't like released any information about the ticketing yet. I'm like kind of getting concerned.
Okay, no, I looked into this today.
Oh, right? Did you?
There were a lot of trolls saying like, "LOL, all the tickets are sold out already." I'm like, they're not. Shut up. Apparently the company that's managing the tour.
Yeah.
Sells the tickets like really close to the date.
That's 2 months. So annoying.
Like 2 months before the date, so they don't think the tickets are gonna be on sale till like April.
That's so annoying.
Yeah, that's what people were looking to do.
All right. Okay. Well, my friend was telling me that tickets were sold out. You lying son of a gun.
Yeah, I read online that they were sold. I'm like, they're not. It's not. Like there's no page on Ticketmaster yet. Like.
Okay, well, that makes a lot more sense. Please come and please give me a ticket. I will give you the money for the ticket.
If we really want to get the ticket, should I upgrade to like 800 gigabit internet for 1 month? The month is coming up.
You are welcome to. Additionally, I will actually have Ethernet by the time we actually.
I have a theory that you know how on Ticketmaster you get into a line at one point?
Yeah.
My theory is when they form that line, it's based on connection speed. Like who connected to the line first.
Okay. Well, typically when I always move, I get gigabit speed. This is the only first time I haven't Shout out to my old roommate.
So we'll have. I've never failed to get tickets for something, by the way. So we'll see if my streak can continue.
Wow. You haven't tried as much as other people.
I haven't tried as much as you. I've tried like 6 times. I've gotten them every single time when I waited.
Actually,
in the line.
6 out of 6. That's a good.
Let me think about it.
That's a good ratio.
KCON, I got good seats.
Okay.
Twice I got good seats. G-Idol, I got the VIP crap instantly. BTS, I got seats for. Oh, it was only 4. Never mind. I thought it was more.
I can't exaggerate like that.
Was there one more? There might have been one more.
You know, this is a public podcast we're putting out for free for the entire internet to listen to. If you lie, it's gonna be there forever. All right. Okay. Shopper. I'll be honest with you. The song itself,
it's tingly.
It doesn't hit as hard as some of the other songs off the album, though. I'll be honest. Like,
I think I'm not a huge fan of Hoshi, but I think Hoshi's a better song.
Hoshi was so good. Yeah.
And I think Love Wins All is better than Shopper.
I'll take both of those. I'll also say I like more than Shopper, to be honest with you.
Yeah, featuring Haein, Jo Won-sun, and a narration by Patty Kim, right?
Yeah, like obviously
there's a video for that as well that dropped this week, so y'all can go listen to that as well.
Do you know who's in it, Doug?
Who's in it?
Bloody Tang Wei.
Really, the actress?
The mad actress is on it.
Wow, I gotta go watch that after this then.
Yeah, no, that is also a really good video. It is also a really good song. It is also featuring like the current generation K-pop legend / 2002 Korean music legend / when was Patty Kim active? Like 1960s. She was also a legend. Yeah. So
how does IU convince Tang Wei to just be in my music video?
Dude, she pulled a lot of strings together for this album. Like a lot of good collabs.
Maybe IU knows Tang Wei's husband. He is a film director.
Who was Tang Wei married to again?
Kim Tae-yong. The film director and screenwriter. She's married to a Korean guy.
Kim Tae-yong. I knew she was married to a Korean dude. I'm trying to look up what Kim Tae-yong worked on that maybe has also IU has worked on. Don't know.
But hey, they got the connection somehow, and it worked. Shout out to IU. Overall, I feel like this comeback round for IU has been like a lot of fun for her. She showed a lot of different sides, right? She's collabed with a lot of cool people, which at this point in her career is kind of what you do, right? You just flex the connections, right?
I feel like, I've been hungry for an IU project the last couple of years. It's been a minute. Because Lilac dropped in 2021. It's been a minute. So I was kind of hungry, but at the same time, I was hoping something good would come out, and something good came out. It did. But I think more than the music, the videos have been the really great part of this whole comeback schedule. There's been 4 feature film looking videos for all of these songs, and I was like, damn, this is good. I like it. Yeah. Tingly though, for Shopper.
Tingly.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the JYP Nation, JYP Stray Kids, ITZY, NMIXX, Like a Magic track. You know how Starship does those Pepsi songs, right? They always do the Pepsi. Yeah. Well, JYP is clearly, as a company, connected to Coca-Cola products because even in that NMIXX song, Popcorn and Zero Coke, right? So they all have an established relationship with Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
But this Like Magic track is a top 10 worst track we've ever covered on this podcast. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like we got bamboozled by the people who voted for it. Unless they voted for it under the premise that they also thought it was bad, but they wanted us to talk about it.
I mean, they made us talk about Maka Maka at some point. Let's be fucking real.
This song felt, and the music video felt like JYP was off camera pointing a shotgun at these kids while they were on the screen. And the worst thing is, ironically, him and Changbin had the best part of the entire song. So not only did he force his children to be in this terrible track, he gave himself the good part. I can't believe this man. The audacity.
Are you talking about his rap part at the end with like the JYP.
I liked it. He was the only person that kind of fit what this song was trying to do. This farty chorus is like one of the worst things. It like, you know how like there's some songs where like, oh my god, the flow was ruined. There cannot be flow when you do this in the chorus. Whatever they did. What is this, dude? Jump in. Na 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 na. It's horrific. Yeah, this is pretty trash. This is so bad, dude. And when JYP showed up, my first reaction was to just start laughing. Like, the audacity to show up, man. At this point. I used to think NMIXX's worst track was it was always like, oh, is DICE the worst track or OO the worst track? You know what I mean? Like, that was always my question. We have a new winner. Now it's like magic. I mean, like, poor ITZY. They got like, they all of a sudden they're like, all right, we're gonna pan down to the street, and then we're gonna play the farty background music, and you're gonna go jump in. All of a sudden, like you memorized the choreo. Wasn't that part ass too? Like, I love ITZY, but it's like 150 into the music video war. It's complete. I know ass. What you mean. You know what I know what you mean, because I wrote. You know what I wrote? I wrote garbage choreo's second chorus on my notes. Like, that was a bull. And that's not their fault because they're good at choreo. But they're like, what the F are they going? It's not even a TikTok. I can imagine if they were like, we're gonna go viral with this Coke product song. We're gonna do a TikTok dance. Everyone's gonna love it. Drink Coca-Cola products. They're gonna give us so much money. But it's not even TikTokable. It's just shit. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of with you. This has probably been one of the worst songs we covered on the show. It makes me not want to drink Coke Zero. Dude, same. Like the K-Wave limited flavor. What does that mean? Does that mean JYP put his sweat in this shit or something? I ain't drinking it, man. You could drink the K-Wave limited edition flavor, zero sugar. I ain't drinking this shit, man. K-Wave better fucking taste like kimchi. Let's be honest. I was watching a show where someone made a carbonated kimchi flavored drink. What the fuck? And I was trying to... I didn't get the background. Like, basically, UJ-Suck on the show, they're doing this awkward improv thing where he works at a random company, like a real job. Oh, yeah? And the job he got was a vending machine company. Huesa. Okay. So he's in this room, and one of their projects was they have to design the vending machine for a kimchi drink. So I'm guessing it's like kombucha with kimchi in it or something. What are people doing? Oh my god. But yeah, this shit better have kimchi. It's made. Wait, what if it was this drink? This is the K-Wave. Oh my god. It's the K-Wave kimchi drink, man. You know what happened last night? I was at a bar. Me and a couple. We were hanging out. It was cold, so we were like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go into this random bar. It was like a random cocktail bar in like Prospect Park, which is like not where you go for like cocktail bars, but like it was cold. You had to find a place to go into. And it had like weirdly Asian infused westernized cocktails menus. Like there was something wasabi in your fucking cocktail, and I was like, what is like, you know what I mean? And then at the bottom of the menu, at the very bottom of the menu, it read gochujang. And that was the name of the cocktail. And the first ingredient was also the first ingredient was like vodka. Second one was gochujang. And I was like, why are you putting pepper paste into your cocktail? And we were like, all of these menu items look like fucking ass. So when the waitress came, we were like, do you have any recommendations for these drinks? You know, what's popular? And she was like, all of these are kind of new, so I don't know them too well yet. Internally, I was like, no shit. And I think she recognized that the whole party was Asian. So she's like, the gochujang is my favorite. It's kind of sweet. It's not very spicy though. And I'm like, why is it gochujang if it's not fucking spicy? Like, I don't understand. Like, I understand mixed drinks, sometimes you want a bitters and stuff like that, right? Like, something a little not specifically sweet, but, like, it's gone too far. It's gone too far with some of these ingredients. 5 minutes later, she shows up at the cocktail, and it's basically orange juice with like, rum or whatever.
and then it was spicy, and I was like, this is like, it's, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it was, oh, it still tasted like garlic, because, you know, I don't know why. But hey.
Oh, disgusting, dude.
Yeah.
But all right,
back to this garbage from the other garbage. Yeah.
You know, the weirdest thing is, this is kind of a pretty music video with all the neon tones.
Oh, like, the video is great. Don't get me wrong, dude.
Right? It looked like Cyberpunk. It looked like they filmed this in Cyberpunk.
The earlier moments when like NMIXX is in their like futuristic car, and like they're like doing the futuristic transportation on their futuristic phone. You know what I mean?
They filmed this with like movie cameras too. It's incredibly HD. Like the shots that they have going here.
The video is indeed available on 4K. So hey.
Yeah, you can tell they got out the really expensive cameras.
Also, like, this was a good moment for a lot of the members to sing really, really well. A couple of the members shout outs, like Kyujin of NMIXX sounds great. Same with Lily. I don't know which Stray Kids member that sang on the first verse. He was also really good too. I'm sorry, I don't know his name. I'm sorry.
방찬.
그래, 방찬이 그래. 방찬 good. 방찬 very good. The members with whatever they got, they sound great, and then they hit the chorus and it sounds awful. And it's not because of their fault.
It's not their fault. Their CEO made them do this.
I mean, like, I didn't really want to shit on JYP himself. Then I looked at the credits. I'm like, oh, JYP wrote the song. What do you fucking know? Like, he's asking me to point my fat fucking fingers at one man.
You know how last year there were a couple music videos where they were completely green screen videos, and we were like, it's very obvious, right?
Yeah.
It's becoming less obvious, which is a little scary, right? The technology is definitely improving, which is a little scary.
Doug, it's AI singularity time.
You know what I mean? Like this music video, the ending concert scenes, clearly they're on a stage and there's a lot of green screens around them, right? But it's becoming a little too good for my liking, and it's uncomfortable at this point.
Ooh, is it in the comfort of the uncanny valley? Is that where it is right now?
I would say not yet, because it's okay. I think doing background shots is good, but replicating people is still bad.
Okay.
With using those technologies.
I agree with you, and you know, at the end of the day, like I agree with you. The overall result visually,
it's
amazing.
Beautiful. This could be a tech demo for whatever thing they used.
Here's the issue. Have you seen the cover art for this fucking song, dog? Yeah,
it's like a puffy music note.
Honestly, if you made something on Canva, it would look better than this fucking garbage. There have been people complaining that cover arts in the recent couple of years in K-pop in general have been looking worse and worse and more lazy and lazy. A part of it, I think, is because of design trends and the focus on fonts to really sell your brand and, you know, like minimalism and all that. I think that's part of it. But this cover art, how many times have you heard me talk trash about the cover art? That's how bad it is. Look it up. I could do a better job of making their cover art. Hire me, JYP. I'll do it for free if you're doing...
In general, though, it's a pretty rough track. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, it ain't great.
I could keep talking about how garbage the song is. Those clangy synths in the background of the first half of the chorus, the way it goes into drum and bass percussions, like that was awful. The Jersey, did you hear the Jersey drums in the build up? Bam, 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 bam. That was like way too fast. We don't need that there. I don't know. There's like not a lot of things to say that's very positive about this track. Mild.
I saw someone review says like it feels like the entire song is like 5% off key, which I kind of understand what they're saying with that. Like it just feels awkward. The whole thing.
Yeah. It's a fucking synth. That's what it is.
Which is a shame because we never get to see groups like doing collabs and shit that often anymore, right? And rarely have these type of opportunities, and we just do this, you know, when we do.
Honestly, can I complain about that too? I'm sorry, I'm just gonna keep complaining today. Did you notice that like other than JYP and ITZY, none of these artists interact with each other?
Yeah, I know. It's bad. I don't understand.
Like the only moment where they're all together is when at the end of the concert scene they're like clearly
they're edited together. Yeah,
right.
Together.
And I was like, come on, guys. Like, I understand they're all very busy people and it's going to be very difficult to put them together in one room. But on the other hand, you all work for one company.
And we're just, you do want us to believe y'all aren't friends with each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. I don't understand. Don't understand.
At the end of the day, because we have stuff like this, it makes me go, okay, maybe like Got the Beat or like Super M was a better thing to do than this, where like they pull out the most popular members of these entities and then bring them together rather than putting the entire groups together. Because I'm sure there's plenty of members in all of these groups who got like no lines or like half a bar of a line. Is that worth it at that point? You know what I mean? Like, that's also another thing I was thinking about.
I'm looking at the YouTube comments. A lot of people are laughing. There's a huge contingent of Stray Kids Sungmin fans. They're very like vocal in these comment section. Hey, shout out to Sungmin. You know, let's get it. Coke products, my guy. These JYP self inserts are like, I get why he does it. He understands meme culture. He knows he's a meme, right?
Yeah.
But like, it's too derailing sometimes. All of a sudden, fam.
Honestly, as someone who has been like a supporter and an advocate for JYP in general, I'm gonna say like it's been very difficult. The last
lately,
yeah. I mean, I think he's a K-pop legend, but like the Blue Dragon Awards, this, you know what I mean? It's been hard, man. The last track, you know, that too.
And also, if you want to listen to the JYP preaching, his preaching channel.
I was hoping you wouldn't bring that up.
It's First Fruits USA. First Fruits is one word. Second word is USA. JYP, like, he hosts like religion, Christianity seminars on YouTube. It's actually wild. You should watch them.
I'm not religious and I'm not Christian, so I can't say. But I really question how.
The crazy thing is, the subtitle of this channel is, yes, JY Park is really the preacher of the church, is what it says in the description.
Is he? Oh man.
And this channel only has 2,000 subscribers. It's absolutely crazy. And meanwhile, this JYP man is literally a billionaire, right?
This does not need to exist. The song, the preaching.
No, I completely get loving your faith, whatever. But I've listened to these type of JYP things in the past. Not just this. He used to have other presence online. It just comes off like 10% culty for some reason. The way he talks. It's like uncomfortable.
We're kind of getting into like territory about like how I feel about like, religion in general, but like when a business CEO or like the executive producer of a entire entertainment label shows up to do this, in an industry with a lot of very questionable ethics that I have to kind of like fucking somewhat defend every week on the fucking show. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's
you know what's the most uncomfortable thing about this channel, this YouTube channel we're talking about?
Yeah.
Is he does that thing that people do these days where they pretend there's an audience when there's not. Or they pretend they're on a podcast when they're not. Or like they're getting interviewed. You know how there's a lot of shorts creators these days who they only show themselves talking as if they're on a podcast, but there's no such thing. They just like pretend.
Right.
In these seminars that he's giving, he's talking to like an audience that doesn't exist. But his like motions and the way he's moving is as if there's a full audience.
Interesting. I mean,
and it's a little uncomfortable.
I haven't seen the actual seminars itself to comment.
Like he'll say something and he'll like gesture towards the people there, like as if he's making eye contact, but there's no one there. It's just him in a room.
Maybe First Fruits has several very dedicated members that is composed of his manager, his second manager, his hairstylist.
I really wish, like, even if you don't show us their faces, like, it's just a little strange, this whole channel. But it is what it is. It's JYP the man himself.
Again, you know, I still think he's done a lot of great things for this industry.
Of course.
I really do.
But yeah, go in and look at it. It's great.
Hard
it's
to
great.
defend them sometimes, and this track, like Magic, I don't know. It really isn't it, man.
It's mild. It's mild.
I feel bad for some of the people at the Coca-Cola side who has to now report to their high ups about what
we
the
gave
collab
this
looked
company $10 million, and this is what we at.
This is what you got. Hey, I mean, you know, Coca-Cola has a lot of money to spend. I'm not worried about them wasting their money. Sometimes they collab with other artists, so like, you know, they've clearly done it with NMIXX and New Jeans and, you know, Jean Baptiste and all these folks. But this, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, bad.
Bad. Okay, let's move on to the final track. We got another JYP group, a group that got spared from being on Like Magic. We got twice
they're
with
lucky.
one spark. The last 3 tracks, I Got You, Set Me Free, Moonlight Sunrise. This one spark track, it kind of has a lot of the essence of like a traditional Twice track, right?
Ooh. Yeah.
My main thing that I got from this track was I thought I was still a Sana fan. I don't think I am when I evaluated in my head. I think I've joined the Church of Geo lately.
Oh! Thank you. I would pull out some of my Geo photo cards from the back, but they're all packed in boxes
It's
right
just
now.
like her overwhelming stage presence, power, and charisma that just kind of wins you over. You know what I mean?
I go through
like-
phases with K-pop musicians. Sometimes I think they're pretty, and I'm like, all right. I mean, they're obviously musicians in K-pop. They're gonna be pretty. I'm like, I move on. But she looks very good. I'm with you. Welcome to the church,
did.
Douglas. Welcome to the church. This
Yeah,
is not a cult. I assure you that.
This is the church we should join.
This
right?
is the church that JYP should be preaching for. Actually, no, please don't do that. That'd be creepy as all fuck. Never mind. Okay, one more thing. Like, you know, like if you look up our like thumbnails for each episode, it's typically an artist and like a music video background, a cover art video background. 2 episodes ago, and he talked about Twice in their pre-release. The cover art was Jiho, and I was like, this is perhaps the most perfect photo of Jiho. I don't typically talk this much about a person's visuals. I don't know what it is. Man, wild lad. Song though. Sorry.
There's certain aspects of the
part.
song I really like. The first time Mina sang at like 35 seconds in, there's something about the lines she sang where it was fantastic. Normally it felt like you gave the Mina bridge part, but it kind of normally it's at the bridge, right? You give her the
Right.
part over there. You're like, Mina, go do your thing. You're gonna be on the song at like a minute 40 seconds into it. You're good. Go over there. Bye. See you later.
That's
And
her
then-
shining moment sometimes, yeah.
But this time we dragged the Mina part to like the beginning. And I was like, oh, it was like the pre build up. It was right before the build up happened. And I was like, wow, this is working for some reason. I thought that was good.
Yeah. There was another like couple choices with the vocal distribution that I thought like worked really well. Like for instance, Gio is typically the main vocalist of the group. Is either like somewhere in the first chorus. That doesn't happen at this song. In fact, she's like the last person to sing in the whole build-up phase into the first chorus. And I think that was actually a really, really good idea. Like, yes, is she a good vocalist? Yes. But like at the same time, she's doing that as almost like a false 9, if you will. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. She's the striker of the group, but she's falling back so that, you know, she can, you know, cross over to Nayeon, who shoots, and then the goal goes in on the first chorus. You know what I mean? That was like a really good move to do that. Same goes for Jonghyun. I think she sounds fantastic on this track.
Yeah, I thought Jonghyun did really well as well.
This is, I think, by far the best I've heard from Jonghyun. Partially because her tone fits.
It's also a little lower. It's a little lower than one would expect.
Right, right. And to the point where I was like, I feel like Jonghyun should have been the first person to sing the first chorus. And instead they give her that for the second chorus. But I mean, Nayeon does great too, so I can't really complain. But Jonghyun, man, like she sounds perfect in this track. It was really good. Yeah, no, almost felt like that was like the best moment to do that. They didn't. I was like, the top line is also like somewhat like kind of there's a bit of a sadness to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a little melancholy.
Yeah, like especially the second half of the chorus where like there's these like drum and bass drums in the background that are very like obviously percussion heavy. It almost feels like almost like an anime opening at some point. The way it's like kind of like upbeat but kind of sad.
There's one part I did not like about this song.
Oh, what?
There's a transition. It's a Daeyeon transition where she kind of just looks in the camera and goes, "Baby," and I'm like, I don't know why. It was like just so random. It just happened. It was like a rough transition.
I think it was meant to be like a drop thing,
but it didn't work.
Kind of like.
And I like Daeyeon, and I was like, I don't know. They did her dirty with giving her that part, I thought.
Oh, I thought you don't like Daeyeon.
Well, I like all the members of Twice.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I kind of agree. There was a couple odd choices here and there. Like in the second verse, there's like a weird shouting effect, sound sample somewhere in the left. It's panned really widely. I don't think that was really necessary. Same goes for the Jersey. I get that. Okay, this is between One Spark and Like Magic. Like, I understand. We all understand. Jersey Club has been the most trendy sound last year, and it still is. But like, you don't need to force it into the song. It works in certain situations, but here it was way too rushed. I was like, guys, this feels unnecessarily rushed a little bit.
You know what's a trend I've noticed? Now, K-pop artists, we're gonna rent a bridge at night. That seems to be a thing these days.
Wait, what do you mean they rent the bridge?
If you look at the ending shot of this music video, at like 2 minutes 45 seconds, they rent an empty bridge.
Yeah,
I've seen that like 3-4 times lately in music videos. It's a thing now.
Yeah. We've been seeing more of that. Yeah.
Like that 17, the last track was on a bridge. It ended on a bridge as well.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure one of the NCT songs also ended on a bridge
at
some point.
I remember the visual somewhere.
Yeah, it's a thing now. We're gonna rent a bridge at the end and light it up.
This has been a while, but I remember like what's her name? ITZY was doing it at some point too. Like that might have been a long time ago. Like Loco or something.
Yeah, just something I noticed though. But I don't know. I guess it's a trend. If you got it, but only the big companies. You need a lot of money to rent the bridge, obviously. So how do we feel about this? Do you like this more than I Got You, which was more of like a retro feel? Or do you prefer One Spark?
I feel like both do a good job of like portraying where Twice wants to be, especially now that they're like almost 10 years into this career. You know, like they
got nothing to prove to anyone.
At the same time, like they definitely have. They sound a lot more mature than they used to.
For sure.
And there have been songs that lean heavier into that songs that like lean away from that. Like for instance, Scientist does not sound particularly mature and it feels like something they would do earlier in their careers.
They're hitting the sentimental vibes a lot. That's like what they're keep hitting us with over and over again. Which is like the main theming of the last couple songs. Especially
with these two releases with both a part of With Youth, you know? This 13th mini album.
13th, that's insanity.
It's a lot of mini albums.
That's crazy.
Also, something I noticed that was really interesting is that Twice is continuing to push really heavily in the West.
Yes.
For a while. Not for a while, but like there was a couple moments where I thought the whole song was written in English. Which is not true. No,
it's not.
But the reason I goofed that up was because I put on my playlist accidentally the English version, which dropped today earlier, and it has a bunch of remixes, which that's what everyone does these days. So I'm not complaining about it too much. But at the same time, like dropping an English version right after all those drops, half your song written in English to begin with. Yeah, I mean, like okay, I think it's pretty clear what they're trying to do. Obviously, they're trying to maintain that level of popularity in Japan as well. I believe they're coming back soon in Japan. But I don't know. Overall, I don't know if this is the kind of sound that would work particularly well in America, but I do appreciate here's what I do appreciate. This is still very much in line with like the Twice type sound, right?
Yeah.
And it feels like they are leaning into that. You know what it sounds like? It feels like they are just going straight with what they're really good at, and I respect that. You know what I mean? Instead of forcing themselves to do too much of a westernized sounding sound. You know what I mean? Does that kind of make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Twice is in an interesting position where like they have nothing to prove, but they are still extremely commercially viable, right? They fill out like giant stadiums still, no problem. They could just drop any concert date, it'll fill up, no problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those things where they're like so established now that it feels like a lot of the songs that they've released, like they have so many classic songs that blew up general public wise in Korea that like went number one and people were absolutely in love with the like iconic songs, right? And now at this point in their career, it's like, you know, the songs chart relatively well, right? Yeah. But it's not like they're getting perfect all kills at this point, which they don't need to, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're obviously in the I'm not even gonna call it the second act. We're in like the third act of the Twice career, I would say, at this point.
Yeah.
We had like the opening stretch, then we had the Fancy Feel Special like pivot, right?
Right.
And then we had the American pivot, more or less, the globalization pivot, I would say.
Right.
We're like the third stretch right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got nothing to prove. They keep releasing good songs. I don't know how iconic or how memorable these type of songs will be 5 years in the future, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, does that really matter? They're selling out giant stadiums, selling a ton of albums now, 1 million plus every time. They're doing a good job. They're doing a great job of sustaining a long career, which is surprising because there's an argument to be made that some of these girls releasing solo activities or other things or other subunits could be more interesting and fun because it's new. Mm-hmm. But it's hard to deny when you're selling 1 million albums still. Right?
I agree with you. And that's why, like, at the end of the day, I don't have a lot of complaints about their strategy. Yeah. But I wouldn't complain if, like, they, like... Okay, I saw a video.
We have gotten solo stuff. We have gotten some subunit. Misamo's doing very well, right?
Right. Like, I wouldn't complain if they, like, dig a little deeper into that. Because, like, we've gotten some of the more obvious ones that everyone's anticipating, like Gio, Nayeon, Misamo. I'm interested in what Chaeyoung could be as a soloist. You know what I mean?
Where's that Chaeyoung trap album, Warren? Where is it at?
The fully auto-tuned featuring Jackie White, Lil Cherry.
Yeah.
I mean,
wearing another QAnon shirt just for the hell of it. What if she's wearing she could be wearing like a Trump 2024 shirt on it.
Sponsored by Tesla.
Could you imagine? Oh my god, the scenes would be ridiculous.
Oh man, that's it's gonna be a
at that point. Everyone would be like, "This girl clearly knows what she's doing to rile people up." Right at that point.
Here's what I'll say. Like, I saw a photo earlier today on Reddit of Sana. Mm-hmm. She looks tired.
Really?
And also looks like she needs to eat. And I'm like, you know what? Like, it could be the photo, but like, I am very aware that they're very busy with tours. They're very busy promoting, even into their like 8th, 9th year. Like, and I'm not saying that just because of the photo that, you know, popped up on Reddit. I'm saying that because they actually keep releasing music and they're still touring all the time. And I'm thinking like, yeah, they don't need to do that.
One would think they could just chill a little, you know. One would think.
I was like, you could do what your rival did all those years ago, and you know, maybe drop an album once a year or twice a year. I guess that's what they did essentially last year. They had
that one year when they dropped like 4 mini albums or some shit that one year, and it was absolutely insane the amount of content they were doing.
I remember like they were on a variety show and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're booked for the next 9 months." 9 months.
And I think the year I'm referencing, it was like 4 title tracks and 2 Japanese title tracks or something in 1 year.
Oh god. That was like 2017, something like that.
I think I like this one more than I Got You. Thinking about it, I will place this.
I like both of these. I'll say those both. I'll say both of these are spicy. I got you.
They are actually
Yeah,
on consideration.
Spark.
Yeah. Other songs released this week: Moonbyul, TOUCHIN&MOVIN, BB with Sugar Rush. People wanted us to cover it. It did get like second or third place in the voting this week, but we just made an executive decision, so we're sorry, everyone.
I actually was like, is BB K-pop? BB really isn't really K-pop. I was like, wouldn't
She's
it make
K-pop adjacent. People who like K-pop like BB. Warren just didn't want to watch her twerk on a music video. I'm sorry, everyone, but
she twerks?
been twerking a lot with this comeback, dude.
I had no clue. I've only been watching Bamyangang, which is not a twerking song.
Oh really? No, this is like Degenerate BB. Is this music video?
It's Degenerate BB. Okay. I had no clue.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think that's why people wanted us to cover it, Warren.
Look, I was like, we should cover the collab of the year with the entire JYP family, and look at that got us. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry.
There are people in rat costumes in this music video, dude. Like, it's crazy.
Just like Bamyangang. What?
So this one might be one of those songs we cover down the road if we ever do a catch-up episode or a stream or something like that. We also had the new JYP Nation member Daniel Jikal. He released One of a Kind. It's not really a song. It's more just him rapping a verse. We've got Seven Yugyum with 1 minute. Ace, My Girl. We had that other IU track featuring Haein, Jo Won-sun, and a narration from Patty Kim. Pentagon, Woosuk had a solo debut with Navy Blue. Gravity, Love or Die. NCT Taeyong with Tap. Plave with Way for Love. This Plave group is low-key very popular in Korea. Like, more than probably a lot of our listeners understand. They're charting.
What?
Pretty well.
They are?
Yeah, they're like, some of their songs are on iChart. Isn't that weird?
That's
What?
not expected.
Am I wrong? Let me scroll down. I swear I saw it earlier today, but the charts might have moved. Like, they were getting into the chart barely at one point today when I looked, and I was like, what the F is going on here?
I don't know. Maybe their songs are good. Not expecting.
Yeah, I'm surprised with Taeyong and Gravity. Well, it seems like Taeyong's solo career is extremely polarizing, right? Some people love it. Other people absolutely hate it, what he's doing.
Okay.
Oh my god, we have a breaking news dating dispatch alert that we're going to talk about in the news once we get there as well.
Shit, what? Okay.
It's like a S-tier girl group member of the modern age. This Gen 4 girl group.
Oh my god.
We will talk about that. I'll spoil it a little in case you can't wait. You can look it up on your phone. It involves Karina from aespa.
Yo, what?
And it's on Dispatch apparently.
Wow, 씨발, what?
Yeah, dude. So that apparently happened.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yo, what?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Wait, who is Lee Jae-wook? I don't know who this is.
He's a famous actor. Apparently.
Okay, I guess we'll have to talk about it in a couple minutes.
News. Yeah, but as I was saying, the Taeyong rap thing is polarizing to say the least.
Okay.
He's like fully committed to it, whatever his style is, whether you like it or not. So it is what it is there. I'm also surprised we didn't get more Gravity votes. I've kind of been wanting to cover more boy group track lately. I want to see what they have to offer. But let's move on to Spice King. Anita did not submit her poll, so it is a perfect opportunity for us to give out some weird crown this week. Le Sserafim Easy last week on episode 270 was first place with 1 crown. Second place was a 3-way tie. Twice I Got You, which does have 2 crowns right now. NCT 10, second place via my first place vote. And then BB Bamyangang was also in second. The new candidates are the 4 songs we covered this week. Try Be Diamond, IU Shopper, the JYP Nation track Like Magic, Twice, 1 Spark. Okay, game time decision. I am going to put 1 Spark in first, right? Bear with me.
Oh, okay. That is surprising.
I'm also going to put Le Sserafim Easy in second. I've listened to it a shit ton this week.
Oh, wow.
And I really like it now. And then in third place, you know how I put Nightwalker in first place?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put it on my chart. I'm gonna put Try Be Diamond in third place.
Oh, I respect that. I respect that.
That is my chart.
Man, I'm gonna be really pissed off my chart today. Okay. Since there's no Anita, I can go next. Diamond by Tribe. Maybe it's because of the circumstances. Maybe it's not. I don't know. The song's really good. It works really well. Stands out. There's not a lot of songs like in K-pop right now. First place.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, first place.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't stop me. Moving on to second place. Actually, let me go third place. That's BB Bamyangang. I'm still listening to it a lot. I'm not. It's only come down a little bit because it used to be on like complete like one song repeat, which I don't often do. But now it isn't. Kind of moving on from a little bit. But hey, I still like the song. Every time it comes on, I'm like, I'm not ignoring you. I don't skip. That leaves me with IU in second place with Horsey. Y'all are still sleeping on this track. This is a great song. I don't understand why everyone's so like lukewarm on it. It's charting really well. The beat's really good. The rap I think is still good. The vocals are great. Come on, man. Y'all are tripping. This is a good song. I like it.
So you got BB third, IU second, Try B first.
I did Horsey, not Shopper for second place.
Oh, Horsey. Holy shit. Is it even a candidate?
I don't fucking care. I'm putting it as a candidate.
Okay. All right. Let me rewrite the chart.
Yeah, this is why you listen to the whole sentence, dog. Just like tuned out after I said IU.
No, I knew you said Horsey.
Oh.
I knew you said Horsey. I just,
okay.
No, my thing, I was looking at my chart. I'm like, wait, there's only one IU spot here. How is that going to happen?
Okay.
But, Gochu Gang. Let's see. I'm trying. Okay, number one, guys. Sorry, I'm all scatterbrained. I had to do a breaking news ping on the Discord, so I'm getting tagged in shit right now. Because we do that once there's like exciting news. We ping everyone. People are freaking out. Obviously.
I'm just messing with you. It's fine. Also, it is very breaking.
Third place, 59 points. The Gochu Gang and SojuTalk Nation have spoken. Third place, 59. Try Be Diamond. They beat out Twice I Got You by 3 points.
Oh wow.
59 to 56. Second place. Twice One Spark with 70. And in first place, Le Sserafim ITZY 91. So definitively their first place.
Wow, that's crazy.
As a result, let me do some calculations real quick. I think we have a first place tie. We do. Let me go from the bottom though. Third place, via Warren's goddamn second place vote, IU Hoshi.
Woo! Let's go back on the chart.
Second place, we got Try B. Diamond 7 points.
Good song.
Because of Warren's first place, my third, and then the Nation's third. And then in first place this week, tied with 8 points each, both picking up crowns. Le Sserafim ITZY. And Twice One Spark, both with 8 points.
Wow.
Let me actually calculate 16, 7, 3, okay.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I did not expect ITZY to pick up a second crown. I'll be honest with you.
No, it did all the numbers add up. Yeah. So third place, IU Hoshi. Second place, Try B. First place, a tie between Le Sserafim and Twice. Boom. That is the chart. Finally, we're at show winners. Warren, read them out. There's no Anita this week.
All right, everybody. IU won 2 more wins, with Love Wins All making it our 8th win. She won on Show Music Core, as well as on Inkigayo. G-Idol picking up their 4th win with Super Lady on M Countdown. And finally, we had TOUCHIN with 2nd, 3rd, and 4th win for Plot Twist on the Show Champion, and the Music Bank.
All right, that ends part 1. SojuTalk episode 271. We'll be back after a short break. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, SojuTalk Nation. This is Anita here with a quick PSA. If you would like to support SojuTalk Kpop Podcast, please like, subscribe, or follow us on whatever platform you're using. And consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/SojuTalk or donating to us at paypal.me/SojuTalk. On behalf of the crew and myself, thank you. Now back to our regularly scheduled episode.
Five, four, three, two, one.
All right, we are back at it with part 2 of SojuTalk episode 271. I almost just said we'll be back after a short break. We literally just had the break. We're here.
Yeah.
We'll talk about some news and events from the past week. First one, as we mentioned at the top of the show, TR Entertainment, the Korean label for Shinsadong Tiger's newest K-pop group, TRIBE, they canceled and postponed the promotional schedule for TRIBE's recently released single Diamond, which was produced by him. They just came back, and as Warren mentioned, they're starting to perform on music shows again, but it is what it is. Let's move on. All right, here's the breaking news, guys. Unconfirmed. No one has confirmed nor denied this is true yet. Dispatch, though, revealed that actor Lee Jae-wook and aespa's Karina are dating. Look at this nice photo, guys. They look very, he looks a little shocked that there's a camera. She looks very happy to be there.
Show's ready.
And, Dispatch did the creeper thing. They posted photos of them meeting at night because they stalked them. Yeah.
That sounds like Dispatch right there.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
But, hey, good for her. Good for them. Age appropriate, It's cool. Let's go.
Lee Jae-wook, for people who are not aware, is an actor. Did you know that, Douglas? He's an actor? Am I the only one that didn't know?
I didn't know who he was till I Googled him, dude.
He was born in 1998. His recent couple projects have been Gilboksun, WWW.
Alchemy of Souls was the drama he's been in.
Oh my god, he was the guy in Alchemy of Souls. Oh my god.
Oh, so you do know him? Okay.
My mom was watching that show and she was very embarrassed about watching it because it was apparently the show for kids, and I was like, it's fine. And she was like, no,
fine.
It's a show for little girls. And I was like, I don't really care. We're gonna watch it together because you're watching it now. Anyways, good on him, good on her. If it's true, if not, poo-poo this patch.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep going. Next one. So Eunkwon, Minhyuk, Hyunshik, and Pinel from B2B have started B2B Company.
Oh my god.
B2B Company is shared to have been set up by what is DOD?
DOD.
It's been set up for them. It's been set up for the 4 members. They have also reached an agreement for the use of the trademark B2B. So they negotiated with Cube and got the trademark, more or less, or the permission to use it. So they get to stay as B2B.
Oh. DOD is apparently an entertainment label.
Okay.
So,
hey,
maybe
if you are a fan of B2B and these members, hey, you're gonna get more stuff from them.
Nice.
That must be crazy. You and your bros came up from nothing, struggle city, finally make it big, and at the end you make it a company with your homies. That must be kind of fun.
Oh man, that's the dream. That's always
the
dream.
dream. All right, next thing. HYBE has confirmed 5-member girl group ITZY will be making their debut March 25th with their first mini album. If I understand correctly, this is the group from B-Lift Lab that won Are You Next, the TV show.
That is true. Also, they're pronounced ITZY.
Okay. ITZY will be debuting on March 25th.
I don't blame you. It's a very confusing word, I'll be honest with you.
Really? ITZY?
Apparently. I think okay, so you know how there's an apostrophe between I and L and I'll? So it's like I'll it.
Well, that's stupid.
It's just they forgot to add a verb.
That's so stupid. Hey, but they got a Yuna, Minju, Mocha, Wonhee, and Iroha.
Nice. I mean, so far, HYBE has a really good track record of debuting girl groups, so we'll see if the success continues.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess the interesting thing is one of these girls isn't going to be like one of the girls left Islet. Like there was 6 winners initially.
Really?
I'm looking at one of their fandom page right now. There was 6 winners. The girl who placed second left before they debuted.
Oh, you're right. I'm looking at the Korean Wikipedia page, and it has first, third, fifth, and then 2 people the label chose.
That sucks. That girl went through a survival show, placed second, won, and then she's not gonna debut. That.
Interesting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, that's just unfortunate. Girl went on this reality show, fought it out, got second, not gonna debut at HYBE. Big oof. It's really unfortunate for her.
Maybe there was a reason she dropped out, like personal reasons. Who knows?
Next thing. Y'all remember Crystal from FX? She signed an exclusive contract with Beast and Natives alike. Bana, home to Benzino.
Yeah. Bana is the home to Bean Zeno, as well as very highly acclaimed rap musicians, XXX, which also happens to be a rapper called Kim Simya and Frank. Frank, you may know as the producer of several New Jeans tracks. They also is the home to 250, also the producer of most of New Jeans music. Their CEO, Kim Gi-hyun, was an A&R and SM back when FX was around, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it seems like you're only mentioning musicians when Crystal's primarily a actress these days. But
the thing is, like...
Still makes sense.
When she announced this, she set up a public SoundCloud account, and she covered I'm Back by I forget who. And it was in, like, a very modern-sounding, kind of Frank-sounding...
Wow, so we might be getting music from her then.
I think this is... Yeah.
Wow, who would have thought that? I thought once Crystal was done being an idol, she was like, F that. But, hey, maybe she got the musical bug again.
She's coming back. It's back.
All right, next thing. So, 17, Scoops and Junghan, they've been out for a while. They're coming back. I think Scoops tore his ACL or some shit last year.
Oh, no.
He couldn't do any of the concerts, but they're coming back. So if you like Scoops and Junghan, one guy had knee surgery, one guy had an ankle injury. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
they're
man.
back, though. Good. Next thing. HYBE announces the 2024 Weavers Con Festival happening on June 15th to 16th at the Inspire Entertainment Resort. But
wow.
People are excited about this. I know they have live streams, so people internationally can watch. First artist confirmed, JYP.
Wait, what?
Look at the first comment. His performance in the first half of the festival, so people can use the bathroom during the break. And then the second comment. Suddenly, we're not buying the ticket.
Oh man. Why is this happening?
Also, this article's funny. Just this picture they chose is kind of trolled.
Oh man. Hey, he wants to come back from the mess that was today in the Blue Dragon.
So that's happening
award
there.
Show.
Next thing, Jisoo is joining Bubble. Yeah, Jisoo of global K-pop group Blackpink enters the fan communication platform Bubble, the first step after establishing the private company Belisu. And she wants to deeply communicate with fans around the world. So, they're starting to do the solo stuff. In other news, if you have Amazon Prime, okay, bear with me for a second. You have Amazon Prime.
I do.
And you could watch Amazon Video. UJ Suck's new variety show is on Amazon Prime, and Jenny's one of the cast members. It's called Apartment 404. Other people include Cha Taehyun, actress Onara, Yang Se-chan, the comedian. They're on a show right now.
That makes sense. Because my mom called me the other day, and she was like, "What's her Amazon password?"
That's probably what she was watching.
I was like, okay, now it makes sense because
Not gonna lie, it's not that good of a show. But
Oh.
it's there. I watched it. It was kind of like, why are we doing this? Like, why are we doing a mystery all of a sudden? There's also the crime scene show with Eugene that started like 2 weeks ago. So season 4 of that came out. Yeah, there's stuff.
Is this show kind of like similar to the other couple like scripted mystery shows you just did in the last couple of years?
It's very similar. I don't know why they keep doing it. This formula.
I heard it was very popular internationally in certain parts of Asia. It's not my kind of show, but I mean, some people like it. Whatever, I guess.
Yeah, like he did one with Wangsu and Kwon Yuri called The Zone at one point.
Yeah.
He did the one he did a while ago in the Shigo called Michiri, the village. That
Yeah.
one was actually good. That was a good show.
Was it?
Because
Okay.
that had a good cast. It had like Son Dan-bi, Yang Se-hyung. That had a good cast. So that one was funny. But then he just started to do these random ones. He also did one on Netflix called Busted, which wasn't that good either. But he's been doing all these random like mystery shows. I don't know why.
Yeah, I haven't been a huge fan of those, but maybe I'll check it out. Who knows? Maybe it'll be good.
Yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, you might as well check it out,
Yeah, I have Amazon anyways. Might as well.
So there's that one. Next one, I think we got 2 tours. First one, P1 Harmony, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Nashville, Miami, Oakland, Los Angeles, Seoul, Houston, Dallas, Chicago, Toronto, Boston.
Oh,
If you
wow.
want to see P1 Harmony, they're coming to Korea, and then a bunch of American dates. So that should be pretty exciting if you're a fan of them.
Nice.
And then next one, CIX. Chicago, New York, Montreal, San Juan, Atlanta, Dallas, Mexico City, Los Angeles. People are like, you're going to Montreal, but you're not going to Toronto.
Oof.
You're going to Quebec, but they are not going to Ontario. Yeah.
Asia shattered.
So that is something there. And then finally, not really like definitive news, but everything is pointing to the fact that NCT's Lucas is going to have a solo debut.
Wasn't that the guy
like-
who was gaslighting his like ex or some shit? Like they really shady.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
If you want to look up the controversy with him, he was doing some not so great stuff. And not all of it. I don't know what was confirmed or not, but it wasn't a good look. He was on hiatus for 2 years. It seems like he's coming back. There's like a news, like SM's been making social media pages behind the scenes. There's like a mini documentary going up online. So everything is pointing to the fact that he's going to be making a comeback as a solo artist while still under SM Entertainment. And yeah.
Okay, that's kind of I don't know what to say anymore.
Maybe
not even
they
in
believe. Yeah.
He's not even in NCT anymore though. Like
Oh no, yeah, they officially kicked them. Well, he didn't get kicked out. He officially left that, right?
right.
So,
He's not a part of Wavy. He's not a part of NCT officially.
my guess is that they feel that there's still a lot of money to be made, regardless of everything else. But people are obviously not very happy on the internet. So what is going on?
I mean, here's the thing. I'm always for giving people second chances. I'm always for separating the art and the artist, to a certain degree. That being said, feels a little too early. I'll be honest with you, especially given like
One of the top Korean comments was "Trash belongs in the trash can." That's what someone wrote.
that's not what JYP thinks. So I don't know what to tell you.
No, SM, not JYP.
No, I'm saying JYP released trash today. That's what I was saying. But
I see what you're doing here.
Yeah.
But yeah, he apparently has been transferred from Center 4 of SM, which is NCT, to Center 2, which is just SM General. All of the staff members of Center 2 apparently followed him on Instagram. He was seen filming stuff in Hungary, so they think he was filming a music video. Yeah, it's all pointing that it's going to happen.
Right. Well, I mean, go do your thing, man. We'll do we cover it? I don't know. I kind of don't want to, but we'll see what
Probably
happens.
not.
Yeah.
In terms of the music coming out next week, it's very sparse again.
Okay.
High key. NCT Wish, which is the Japanese group. So I don't know if we're gonna cover that. A group called Nomad, Icon Bobby, and that's like it.
Oh, we should cover
There's, like-
Bobby. We should cover Bobby. That's like the.
Maybe we should cover Bobby.
That's
Yeah.
his first full-length track. Sorry,
Hey,
album. Yeah.
So next week might be a great opportunity for us to cover some crazy shit. Then, like, let's do like maybe we could do like Bobby, Flav, and then the BB Degenerate song or some shit. You know?
Okay. You know what? If this Plave thing is popping off somewhere, there must be a reason. I would like to know
maybe.
what it is.
We'll do some research into that. But so that ends the regular episode of episode 271. After the break, we're gonna be talking about random things, what we've been doing, maybe some sports, the Korean soccer team. So if you are here just for the K-pop, this is your dropping off point. We'll see you guys next time. But if you want to stick around with us while we talk about some random bullshit, we'll see you guys after the break. 3, 2,
Bye-bye.
1.
And here's an extra special shout out to all of our Fiesta Patreons on patreon.com. Bagel, Charles, Cotton Ball, Del Monic, Ellie, Irvtron, Gogu Mama, Honey Pools, Liam's Games and Toys, Luke Daniels, NJ Parks, Tyr, Siu Sumi. And thank you for joining Soju Talk, your weekly shot of K-pop. And special thanks to our Discord server mods: Jacob, K Music Erday, Koala, Max, No Bias Nuda, Tuggles, and Wolf297. Hi everybody, we're in here. Before we go into part 3 of today's episode, I gotta let you know I goofed up again. What do you know? Okay. Essentially, on the software that lets me record, the button that says start recording is also right next to start streaming. Yes, this is also the software I use to Twitch stream. It's called OBS. So today, when I meant to hit recording, when he began recording for State of the Nation, I accidentally clicked on start streaming. We realized that halfway into the show. I had to cut out some of the technical difficulties that came with that. But hey, yeah, this episode of State of the Nation is accompanied by Twitch chat. But hey, they're substituting in for Nita, I guess. That's what it is. Anyways, that shouldn't actually affect the quality of the show if you're following along on audio, but hey, just wanted to give you the heads up because we start referring to people in chat randomly every now and then. If you want to be alerted when these things happen, go to Twitch and follow us. And maybe I'll mess up again. Hopefully not, really, let's be honest. Anyways, back to the actual episode. Thank you.
And some sports stuff as well.
It's sports. It's the State of the Nation Boys Edition. That's what it is.
Before we do that, though, quick update on the Karina dating this Wook actor guy. CJS Studio. Oh, that's the acting one. CJS Studio.
Yeah,
that one. Who Wook is under. They stated they are currently checking following the recent dispatch report, which means they're not denying, which means it's probably true. Uh-oh.
But it'd be really awkward if Karina and SM came out and they were like, "This is not true." You know what I mean?
They're like, no, they're actually just cousins. What?
What?
There was a thing like that. So you know the entertainer Din Din, right?
Yeah.
He was shopping with his sister at a department store, and people were there was articles saying he's dating her, and then he was like, "It's my sister."
Oh bloody hell!
Yeah.
I mean, like, nobody knew his older sister, a cousin sister, so, like, I guess that's that. But, like, we know Karina is not cousins with
And for the record, I
Zero.
am not a Tottenham fan. I see Warren change into his Arsenal kit, so I'm wearing a Tottenham one. I support Son, not Tottenham. Just pointing that out.
Nope. You're a nope. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
You're a Tottenham fan tonight. You awful piece of.
All right. So the first thing, it has to do with Korea a little bit. What happened to the national team? So recently, I'd heard that they crashed out of the Asia Cup thing that happened, the tournament.
Okay.
Even though they looked complete trash throughout, and they were only progressing because people were pulling off miracles every game, right?
Every game was a fucking miracle. You know what I mean? We progressed on from the
Stage.
group stage with like second place in the group stage. It was just like it's awful.
Yeah.
That's awful. I'm sorry.
Korea's supposed to be on paper the second best team in Asia after Japan. On paper.
On paper, potentially first, if anything.
First or second. Yeah.
Yeah, like we have like captain of Tottenham, like the greatest new rookie in PSG, the fucking genius man of a defense, Kim Min-jae, and like everyone else is really good too. You know what I mean? Like it's okay. Here's the issue. Last World Cup we did pretty well. We made it to the round of 16s where we played Brazil and got kicked out there. I'm not expecting Korea to beat Brazil. I'll be honest with you. So people are like, "Oh boy, we're so excited. What's next?" The thing is, at that point, KFA decided we're not gonna sign our current coach again. We're gonna sign a different dude, a guy named Jürgen Klinsmann.
You know, to be honest, when I heard that Korea signed Klinsmann, I thought we're effed.
We're fucked.
Because I had seen him when he coached the United States team, and we were complete ass then too.
Everyone knows he's garbage.
Yeah.
He coached the German national team at some point, and he coached a German team at some point, and he like resigned over a Facebook Live after a couple losses. You know what I mean? That kind of says something about like your level of professionality. Like if I was to resign tomorrow, I wouldn't do it on a Facebook Live. You know what I mean? Or an Instagram Live for that matter. It's just stupid. Guy does not do any strategy. Guy does not figure anything out. He's just the kind of guy where he shows up and he's like, guys, if you believe in yourself, anything is possible.
He's a coach about good vibes, not actual product on the field.
And like, I'm not guessing that. Like, he himself said that is the best method of coaching. On like books and stuff like that. Oh shit. Oh, Doug, I fucked up.
Why?
We're live on Twitch right now.
Are we live on Twitch?
Yeah, I pressed start streaming instead of start recording. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wait, that's so embarrassing. Wait, people are typing in chat. I was like, what's going on?
Someone wrote doing it live.
But I didn't press record.
Yeah, so Warren just realized he accidentally clicked live stream on Twitch instead of actually recording the State of the Nation. Are we still live streaming? Aren't we?
We're still live streaming. At this point, might as well. So yeah, we hired Klinsmann, the shitty man. So that's a big part of the reason why, like, if you look at some of the plays that the team has done in the last couple of weeks and the months, they're absolutely all over the place. Like, it is completely strategically unhinged. There's like no planning for, you know what I mean? You can tell.
It's looked real shitty, is what I'll say.
Yeah. The first game of the round of 18s, where we played, I believe, Australia, we like tied into the 90th. Okay, no. We were like 2-0. We were losing against Australia, and then the last two goals went in like after 90th minute, and then we played extra time, and then we played our. No. Then we did the kickoffs after all the extra time. And then we progressed on to the next round, where again the same shit happened, and then we like fucking like tied after like. That's what kept happening after like the 90th minute. At this point, I've erased it from memory. Look it up later. But anyways, the reason we bring all of this up is Doug was curious about what happened with Son Heung-min and Lee Gang-in. Right, Doug?
All I heard was that apparently this came out after the tournament ended, that Son either dislocated or broke his finger because he wanted Lee Kang-in and other youngsters to not play table tennis when he was trying to hold a meeting. And then they said, we didn't hear about your meeting, so don't get angry. And he's like, I'm going to get angry. We need to have this meeting the day before the game. And then there was a fist fight or a wrestling match occurred, and he hurt his finger. That's what I heard.
A wrestling match. Okay, here's what happened, right? On February 13th, 2024, The Sun released an article saying Son Heung-min got injured. He dislocated his finger because he got into a fight on the eve of their game where they lost from the Asian Cups. And Lee Gang-in was behind it. It actually didn't have a lot of detail. And it could have been something that could have been passed on as like gossip. Because like for context, The Sun itself is like, it's a tabloid. It's not a, I wouldn't consider this a real, you know what I mean? Right? So I thought, I was like, you know what? Whatever. Maybe it happened. Maybe it didn't. Who gives a shit? And then a day later, the KFA drops a press release saying, yeah, they fought. They fought. And I was like, why would you confirm this? You know what I mean? Like,
why would you confirm this? I don't understand.
Let's put this. Let me do a metaphor in K-pop context. Let's say two members of NMIXX got into an argument. Let's say Lily and Oh Hae-won got into an argument. That could have been a rumor. Let's say somebody published an article about it. It could have been a fucking rumor. Who cares? But imagine JYP himself came out and he was like, yeah, they fought. That's why their songs haven't been performing. You know what I mean? Well, that's a shitty press release move. Shitty media move. And then ever since then, there have been like a bunch of articles that like added even more detail to like all of this. To the point where like there was so much detail like that, like the details didn't make any sense. There was like, oh, like someone stood next to Lee Gang-in. Hwang In-bum was behind Son Heung-min while they wrestled, and these are the parties that are involved. You know what I mean? Like, it completely went off the rails. It became a fucking press shit show.
But there's some kind of altercation occurred, right? That's
what do you
confirmed.
mean?
That's confirmed, right? Like there was a dislocated finger. This is all true, right? It's not just speculation.
So what is essentially confirmed is the stuff that was on The Sun, which is
really
yes,
that
because
whole thing about the meeting and he didn't know and he said, "Shut up! I didn't know about the meeting. It's not that big of a deal." And then they fought, right?
No. I think that's after people started adding the extra details. The actual confirmed stuff that the KFA, the Korean Football Association, confirmed is that there was a dinner. People wanted to play ping pong afterwards, including Lee Gang-in. Son Heung-min was like, I don't like that. There was an argument. As the result of an argument, Son Heung-min dislocated his finger. That's all that's confirmed in reality.
Okay. But people blamed Lee Gang-in online.
Blamed Lee Gang-in online because they were like, oh, how dare you fight against someone who is a legend of the industry? And, you know, like,
especially because Korean sports, maybe even more than Korean culture, the whole sambae, an older player thing, is a gigantic deal.
Right. So like adding on to my analogy from earlier, imagine it's not NMIXX, Lily and Oh Hae-won. Imagine it's someone like Jiho and Lily. Not that Lily would pick a fight, but
that would be a big deal.
That would be a big deal. You know what I mean? So the entire country ate it up, especially because Lee Gang-in is somebody who was like very popular ever since he was a little kid. Like he was on like reality TV. And like, you know, it was wild. But eventually they came out on Instagram. They were like, hey, Lee Gang-in came all the way to UK and apologized. And Son Heung-min was like, hey, he's a little kid. Don't be so mean on him, you know? So
I think this is Son being a very mature adult because he really didn't need to if he didn't care enough.
Yeah. I mean,
he could have just stayed silent, and Lee Kang-in would have been screwed a little bit, right, for a hot second.
Honestly, that was very likely from happening. But like at the same time, like Lee Kang-in, he did fly all the way to UK to apologize.
What if he flew to UK and then Sun just didn't answer the door? He's like, well, go F yourself. I ain't meeting with you. Get out of here. What if Sun had come out and said, I don't feel respected on this team, I'm quitting the national team? Do you imagine? Lee Kang-in would have been ended, right? He would have been ended too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he could have. Sun had every right to have done that too. He could have been like, I'm getting older, and I don't think the team respects me. I'm done playing for the Korean national team. Could you imagine the scenes?
People did like kind of like assume like there might be like drama behind the scenes because like after the last match, the way Son Heung-min did all the interviews, he was like, "Oh, like it has been an honor to serve the Korean national team. It was amazing to be your captain," and like stuff like that. Like all of it was in past tense. So like people were like, "Oh shit! Like what's going on?" You know what I mean?
I mean, I feel like the expectation for Son in Korea is that he will just be a veteran presence in the next World Cup, right? But he might not be the star, but he'll probably be on the bench as like a the veteran on the team. That's the expectation, I think.
I think like next World Cup has been like 2 years from now. Like he might be too old to play as their like main striker at this point,
but
like,
he'll be on the team there as a veteran.
Yeah. Mal in chat also brings up a good point. Like, if Lee Kang-in, like, if Son knows that, like, if he didn't take in Lee Kang-in, like, that's like
2026 in the United States, says Malfiar. Hello, Malfiar. And he had a good point here. I'm gonna react to Twitch chat. Malfiar stated it would probably have bad effect on Son too if he just quit the team. You know what? That's fair. Very.
I literally just read that.
Oh, I was just reiterating the Twitch chat.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
That would be such a bad, like, man, they avoided a big situation, though, from growing even bigger.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, like, the entire time during the Asian Cup, my friends and I were like, yeah, like, Lee Kang-in, like, he's going to be captain eventually. Like, he's that good. He's playing for PSG. He's good.
PSG's in the Farmers League, but continue.
But he has become a central part of PSG. Next to, all the major players of PSG.
He seems like he's like Neymar's little dwarpy brother on the team, like the videos I've seen.
Oh,
he's having a good time.
Neymar left though, right?
I know.
Yeah, that's cause
it's unfortunate, but but on all the videos I saw before that, it was just like the little brother on the team.
Yeah, no, like it was very clear that like Lee Kang-in is like a very sociable dude because he goes around like becoming friends with every teammates he's ever become. So, I want to say this is a one-off deal. So, the lesson today: if people around you make mistakes and they apologize,
you should forgive them.
You should forgive them. Everybody deserves a second chance, unless you're a person named Lucas.
Okay, Warren.
You want to move on?
Holy shit! I didn't expect you to say that. Okay.
You want to talk about hockey?
The first sport I ever, like the most fond sporting memories I have growing up, going to Devils games. And hockey still is my favorite sport to see in person. Even though I haven't really been into hockey all that much lately, but this year I've been to 2 hockey games, more than any other sport. So I guess I'm into hockey again.
I've never seen a live hockey game. Like, what's it like?
Bro, number one, there's a smell. Because there's ice. It's ice. It's an ice rink. Right?
Yeah.
Ice rinks have a certain vibe. It's a little cold. There's like a vibe. Also, hockey, you know how there's the plexiglass boards, right?
Yeah.
You can sit 1 foot from the action. Hockey is the sport where, other than basketball and hockey, you sit closest to the action. And in hockey, people hit each other. There's fist fights. It's a great sport to watch.
Oh, jeez.
It's like the most entertaining sport to watch in person. But yeah, this year the problem is the 2 hockey games we went to, someone in my family got COVID each time.
Oh no! Wait, from the hockey game or before you guys go?
From the hockey game.
Oh, dude, I think that said something about
the first
hockey.
hockey game I went to this year was Princeton Cornell at Princeton, because my uncle went to Cornell, so we went to Princeton Cornell.
Okay.
and I got COVID.
Oh wait, that's when you got COVID.
Yeah, I got at the hockey game from the old dudes that were sitting there next to me. And then the second game I went to was Hershey Bears.
Oh, okay.
They have a hockey team in the AHL, which is the minor leagues of the NHL. And my mom got COVID at that.
Bro.
Oh. And I really want to go to a Devils game.
Are you encouraging people to go, or are you telling them not to go? Like, which is it?
I'm telling them to go with your own risk. But next year, I'll definitely go to some Devils games because it's a lot of fun. The player on the screen is Jack Hughes. He's great. He's one of the best Americans right now. He's an all-star. His brother, Luke Hughes, plays on the defense of the same team. So there's brothers on the same team. And their third brother, their older brother, Quinn Hughes, is an all-star on the Vancouver team.
Oh, wow.
So there's 3 brothers. They're all American. I think 2 of them went to Michigan, by the way. They're our alumni.
Oh, shit. Go blue.
Yeah. So that's why I support the Hughes brothers. Kind of shit,
red.
though. But it's okay. Yeah, so go watch hockey. You know why I liked hockey growing up? There's a reason. It's not like I just stumbled into hockey.
Oh,
When I was growing up, there was a series of movies called The Mighty Ducks.
Oh. I've never heard of this.
Still, like, it was a Disney hockey movie.
Oh.
There was 3 of them. And if you ask anyone over the age of, like, 28, an American, like a guy, they've watched The Mighty Ducks. Like, it is a classic. See, even Malfair wrote, Disney original movies goated. Dude, Mighty Ducks was amazing.
I've never
it's such a good movie. The D2 was my favorite because they they make up like a Youth episode.
Oh shit.
Like it, and they have to beat Team Iceland, and it's such a good movie.
Oh my god.
And they were the classic. Yeah, that was their original. They didn't wear though. That's the modern. There's in modern movies now too. But D2, dude. Oh my god, it is so much fun. I love the Mighty Ducks movie. And then the third movie, they get to go to like a prep high school. I think that's the third movie. So the first movie, they're like the local team. Second movie, they're Team USA representatives at the Goodwill Games. Third movie, they all got high school scholarships because they won the Goodwill Games. So it's all 3 stages of their lives pretty much.
Wait, I'm confused. They went to the national championships or like the international championships?
They went to the youth, essentially the Youth Olympics in episode 2 in the second movie.
Didn't you tell me it's like they're high school kids in a high school?
Bro, Youth Olympics. This is like the U12s, dude.
Oh, okay.
So first episode, they're a local team in Minnesota. Second team, that team was so good on the local level that they went to nationals in California and at Los Angeles. So they played on the national team, the US team.
Right.
Because if you look on the left, that's a team from Trinidad on that jersey.
Oh, wow. You're right.
And then in the third team, they played so well at this Goodwill Games that they got full scholarships to a prep school. So they're in high school in the third movie.
Is this meant to be like, I guess you wouldn't be able to answer this question. I guess it kind of sounds like Slam Dunk for my childhood.
It is literally that.
Yeah.
It's a sports anime, but it's an American sports anime movie, more or less.
Okay.
It's so good. And you grow with the players, and then, they go to the Goodwill Games, but so they have to represent America, so they get new kids to come in. There's like a figure skater. There's a cowboy. They joined the team. There's a girl who's a goalie, and there's a goalie controversy because our original goalie has to verse her, who's going to be the goalie. Like, yeah, all this stuff.
Oh, shit.
And then they go to the prep school, and people don't like them because they're the Mighty Ducks, and they have to verse these prep jocks who are on the varsity team, and they're the JV team. All this, dude.
They won the the Youth World Cups, the Olympics, and like people don't like them?
And then the JV team in their high school, yeah.
Oh, something about that doesn't make sense in my head, but you told me it's a great movie.
They're 14-year-olds trying to beat 17-year-olds, more or less, right? So
Okay. So
yeah, it's a classic. I got all of the jerseys too, dude.
Wow.
This movie.
And it's starring the beloved heartthrob
Emilio Estevez.
Nice. I've never heard of him, I'll be honest with you. But everyone in chat is saying they're amazing, so I will believe.
He's Charlie Sheen's brother.
Why is their name so different?
And Martin Sheen's son. Yeah.
Wait, why is his name Estevez if he's a Sheen?
I don't know. It is.
That's so.
He's Charlie Sheen's older brother. And you know Paula Abdul from American Idol? He used to be married to her.
Oh.
Back in the day.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know.
He was one of the heartthrobs in the 90s. And he was in the original Breakfast Club movie. He was one of the main characters.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. For anyone wondering why they have different last names, Charlie Sheen, his real name is apparently Carlo Arwin Estevez. So, I like you, Emilio.
Bro, Gordon Bombay. That's Gordon Bombay. He's a legend. That's his character's name.
Gordon
Bombay.
Yeah,
the hockey coach from Mighty Ducks.
Oh, he's the coach.
That's the coach. He's the coach.
Oh, I thought he's a player.
No, it follows him too. He's the coach.
Oh,
This is a rags to riches story, man.
I like immediately assumed he was like a high school student in this whole thing.
No, dude, he's the coach. He's Coach Bombay. And that's his ragtag group of degenerates who he's the brig.
I mean, you know how in like older American high school movies, like everyone that's supposed to play high school looks like they're like 32 or some shit.
But if you ever want to watch it, Mighty Ducks movies, the first two are really good. Second one's kind of The first two are amazing. Number 2 is my favorite. It's just so hype. It's so hype. Yeah,
I'm surprised the second one's as good as the first one. That's because
if I could recommend one more childhood sports movie, there's a movie called Little Giants, the football movie. It's a classic too. It's a 90s classic.
Little Giants.
Everyone knows that movie. Little Giants. It's a football movie. It's the same type of thing. It's an underdog story. It's a ragtag group of kids who got rejected from being on the good team, the Cowboys. So they form a team together and they gotta beat them.
You know, another funny story I have about Slam Dunk, now that we're on the topic of sports movies. So everyone knows I've been on Hinge the last like year or so now.
Yeah.
I was on a first date. And you know, like on those first dates, it's kind of awkward, whatever. And you're talking about your hobbies, your interests, whatever. Oh my god, like what do you like to do for fun in your free time? Yeah, that kind of thing. And like at some point, she was like, "Oh yeah, like, what sports do you watch?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I mean like I like to keep up with soccer, Korean soccer, English soccer, that kind of thing." And you know, I gotta be like, "Oh, what about you? What do you? What? Now that you asked me, I have to ask you too. What do you enjoy?" And she goes, "Oh, I like basketball."
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I want to go down. I want to get more into basketball. Like, what's your favorite team? And she goes, I don't really have one.
What?
And I'm like, oh, I was like, how do you keep up with basketball? And she was like, I really don't. I was like, you don't have to lie, like if you don't like basketball, you don't have to make up a sport on the spot. And like, instead of saying this, she tells me, I saw Slam Dunk recently. And it really got me into basketball.
Good. That's good.
I was like, okay.
Hey, Mighty Ducks got me into hockey. And then I was like, well, the actual real Mighty Ducks team in Anaheim's too far away. So I should support my local team. And then we won the Stanley Cup like the next year, dude.
There you go. It
was life-changing for me when we won it. I was like, oh my God, the team's good.
Man. A bunch of my friends support NYCFC.
Ew.
And I'm like,
disgusting.
yeah, like I kind of don't want to do that.
No, support the Red Bulls. That's what I do.
But like, they're like games are so far away from where I live.
No, it's not. It's closer than going to the Bronx, time-wise.
NYCFC is opening up a new stadium in Queens.
Okay, fair. It's in Queens. All right, true.
Yeah.
But the one, when they used to play at the Yankee Stadium, it's actually quicker to just take the path to the Red Bulls game in Harrison.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should go to a Red Bulls game.
Let's put it this way: when you get on the path wherever, it goes directly to where the stadium is.
Oh, okay.
It's the stop before the Newark Penn Station, the last stop.
Oh,
the stop
okay.
Before there,
I passed by it then. Okay.
Red Bulls.
Okay. A bunch of my friends that are NYCFC fans, I would support them too. But like then again, like fucking like.
You should go to some games. The local games are fun. It's cheap too. It's really cheap.
Let's go. Let's do it. Yeah. Let's
You're coming to Red Bulls. So I refuse to go to York whatever NYCFC. Bad.
All right. You also wanted to talk about these people here.
Well, do you want to know why I like New York Red Bulls? You know who they
sure.
signed when I started liking the team?
Who?
Terry Henry.
Oh. Oh, then I have to.
That's why I like the Red Bulls. Because Thierry Henry was on them.
Is that where he wrapped up his career? I have to now.
He played like 6-7 years there.
Oh man, I had no clue.
Yeah, dude, he played there. Oh no, 5 years, 2010 to 2014. Yeah. We used to be called the Metro Stars when I was growing up, but now they're the Red Bull.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Cause I knew he came back to Arsenal for 1 year in 2012.
Yep, but he was playing on the New York Red Bulls.
Okay, so he played. Okay,
5 years.
Okay.
And I went to a game with my dad, and he scored, and I was like,
all right, well,
play.
I have the jersey on right now, so I have to support Henry. I'm sorry, my friends who are maybe listening in.
And then I went to the MLS All-Star game when they versed Manchester United at the Red Bull Stadium, and David Beckham took a corner kick like 10 feet away from me.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, that's a good-looking dude. Is what it said. It's like, that guy is good-looking.
You didn't comment on the corner kick, you commented on his looks.
And the MVP of the game was Park Ji-sung that game.
There you go.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. I was wearing a Park Ji-sung jersey, not a Red Bull jersey that day.
Damn.
But yeah, let's keep going. Speed skating. Number one of my dreams is to watch, like, okay, Lee Sang-hwa, who's the actress, who's the athlete on the screen on the left, legendary speed skater in Korea. She's great, fantastic, world record holder still.
Yep.
Lots
of
speed
gold
skating's
medals.
fun. One of my bucket lists is to see speed skating at the Olympics live.
Oh,
That's a bucket list for me.
Okay. I didn't know that.
But the reason why I wanted to mention Lee Sang-hwa is not because of her, but because of her husband. Because I've been watching his YouTube channel lately,
Oh
and
my
it's
God.
funny as shit. So
You mean this guy?
Yeah, this guy. His name is his real name is something Yasuo, like the League of Legends character. His real name's Yasuo.
His full name.
Namikawa Yasuo. I think.
Namikawa Yasuo, yeah.
Yeah, that's his real name. He was a former idol, K-pop idol from Japan originally. But you want to see what he looks like these days? Go to the next picture. That's it.
Oh, he looks great. What do you mean?
But yeah, so he has a YouTube channel. The reason why his YouTube channel is funny is because the thing is he married like a top 3 all-time Korean athlete, right? Like Lee Sang-hwa in Korea is almost like a deity level, like Kim Yeona, right? She's a legendary athlete in Korea. Her husband has a very active YouTube channel, and this guy is a complete moron in the best way possible. It's one of those situations you're like, why did this girl marry him? But once you watch enough episodes, you completely understand why. He's a really funny guy. He's been involved in a lot of the Korean entertainment scene. He doesn't really have a show right now, so he does a YouTube channel. A lot of his content is centered around he's gonna go do things that his wife wouldn't approve of. Because she's known to be a very strict and rigid person, right? So he's like, what would happen if we do Coke and Mentos in the living room? What would happen if I bought a grill and opened a restaurant in our backyard? You know, things like that.
Yeah.
So a lot of his content is based on that, which is a good concept. His YouTube channel, easiest way is look up Kangnami, so Kangnami. It should come up. A lot of the episodes are English subbed. The really funny YouTube channel. The main thing he does a lot is he just has mukbangs all over the place. He just eats a shit ton and drinks a shit ton and gets drunk, and then he's like acts like a drunk person.
Also, the thing is, like, when you describe him as an idiot, like, some people will think like, oh, like maybe he's like Gian 84, and it kind of is, but like he's also very endearing. You know what I mean? Like,
He's a very endearing, like he's like, you know, like he's like the class clown. It's an endearing, funny guy, and you completely understand. He has a big heart. His heart's in the right place. He makes great content. Yeah. Go watch his YouTube channel. It's really fun. Like this one, that thumbnail you're looking at on the left, he went and surprised his wife, who was on a business trip. But before he went and visited her, he trashed the house because he was alone for a week, and he said it was the most fun he's had since he's been married. Yeah.
So much of his videos are like, let me clean up the apartment before my wife comes back. Let me eat this before my wife finds out. That kind of thing. It's really funny. I don't know why you randomly wanted to talk about this.
I mean, that's the main YouTube channel I've been binging lately.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I had seen a couple of the clips, but I just decided I'm gonna watch a lot of them. It's been a lot of fun though.
Have you seen him on Kimpong? Ramyeon Konde? Do you know what that is by any chance?
No, is that a YouTube show?
Oh, it is. You should watch this too. Let me find a picture real quick. So, okay, this is off of the Bob Studio, well, which is very famous for their cooking variety YouTube content. And it is starring a webtoon artist called Kim Pung, and he goes around making ramen for his people. And it is often barely fucking edible. and I mean, he means well. That's the thing, you know. Like he wants to do well. He wants to help. And give serve good meals for all of his friends. But it's kind of like watching The Office, where it's like falling a house burn apart every episode. God. Yeah, it's like depressing comedy. That's kind of what it is. So if you're into that, I'd go check it out.
It's like cringe humor, right?
Yeah.
I could see Kim Pung doing that too, which is the funny part.
Like,
oh God.
Every episode, the weather is god awful. It is like cloudy, rainy, like, you know, that kind of thing. Kim and what's his name? Kang Nam was on it for like an episode, and that was pretty funny too. So that's, I don't know.
Yeah, you know, the Super Bowl happened. Taylor Swift won. That was kind of exciting too.
Oh yeah.
Like Travis Kelce didn't win. Taylor Swift won.
Who's Travis Kelce? Are you talking about Taylor Swift's wife? Sorry, husband?
No, wife. Yeah, it's her wife. And that was kind of fun. Although I don't like the Chiefs all too much, but it is what it is. My team's kind of shit. So
it was the weird experience watching Ice Spice in the box up with Taylor Swift.
It was like Taylor Swift, Ice Spice, Blake Lively, Lana Del Rey was there too in the back. If you noticed,
yeah,
it was just kind of like this group. Like, what's going on here? And then like Travis Kelce's brother was there too, who's a big giant bear of a man, right? Like,
big man.
He was having a good time. But yeah, the weirdest thing is like the big brother was like, I met Ice Spice, and they just like someone came over and says, "You got to meet Ice," and he's like, "Who's Ice?" But yeah, that's a vibe. Is that Buster Rhymes in the back? No, who's that? That's
Wait,
not Buster.
him?
Who's that?
I don't think this is Buster Rhymes. Is that?
No, it's not. It's not.
No.
That guy's too young. Whoever, some guy.
Okay, some dude.
Dude, let us know if you know.
Okay,
yeah, but I saw that image and I was like, Ice Spice. Fuck it, the Super Bowl.
It was a very interesting Super Bowl, but hey, you know, it was great watching Taylor Swift making all those reactions every time something happened. I'm being sarcastic.
I don't got anything else to talk about. What about you guys? Not you guys, you guy. Rita's not here.
I thought you were talking to the chat for a second. I was like, are you talking to me or chat? Hey, it's been a great episode of the Bro Talk. Just the two boys, two men, cracking a cold one with the boys.
You know what's the worst thing, Warren? When
beer.
you go live on Twitch, it still pings everyone in the Discord. And I've looked to try to stop that from happening, but it's not set up on my end in my Mi6 like website page.
Maybe I turned it up. Maybe I'll see if I did it, and I'll turn it off if I can.
Yeah, because I like feel bad that we ping everyone whenever we go live.
Whenever I make a mistake,
yeah,
and go live. I don't know if people want me to turn it off. To turn it off. If people like it, sounds like someone in chat liked it. Then again, you can always follow us on Twitch. Mal, I think.
Are you playing any games, Warren, at the moment? Give me
playing any games? Yeah. The only video game I play is City Skylines, and City Skylines 2 has taken a massive shit recently. So
I'm playing Last Epoch, which is basically a better Diablo 4 because I was so let down by Diablo 4 after that game. Yeah.
Isn't everyone playing Lethal Company these days?
No, there's like a Helldivers, which is a new shooter, is what people are playing.
Oh, okay. My friend told me. I told my friend I like go on Twitch every now and then, and he was telling me I need to play a game. I forget what it was. It was like there was like a Japanese game that like everyone has played at some point. Like a
Yes, it's one of the new Yakuza games. It's
no, it's like a 30-minute quick game where like you like try to escape a subway station or some shit.
Do not know that game. Nope.
Yeah. No, because I was talking to him, I was like, I don't play like actual games. I like play some stupid shit every now and then. And I was like, oh, you should play that thing. As for Twitch, now that we're on the topic of it, it's been very. You've probably noticed that my internet connection has been pretty god awful the last couple weeks and months. Once I move, that will hopefully get solved. So, oh, Mal saying leave the company was 2 months ago. Sorry, I don't keep up with all that.
It's Helldivers 2 is the flavor of the day, right?
Helldivers 2?
Yeah, that's the game people are playing.
Is that kind of like Dave and Divers, where like they go find
No,
fish?
this is like a kill aliens game. They're gonna kill you.
Oh.
You gotta shoot them up.
Oh, that's not very
It's
nice.
a first-person shooter. Yeah.
I like it when everyone's kind of wholesome, you know, kind of chill. That's what I kind of.
This is not a chill game. This is like a we're gonna fucking die if we don't kill these insects that are about.
This kind of just looks like StarCraft.
You know Doom, the game, sort of
Yeah.
like that, but with bugs and stuff.
Taiwan State of Mind says Stellar Blade. What's that? Stellar Blade. Ooh, there's a very. This girl kind of looks like Karina on the cover art.
I mean, they both got the jaw shaven. I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna.
All right. Hey. That's going on the show. Thank you for joining this very special edition of State of the Nation with no Anita, but Twitch to fill us up. Okay.
Hey, everyone. I would be fine filming some parts of the show on Twitch. It's kind of fun, actually.
The internet took a shit as soon as you said that.
That being said, I'm even more distracted when there's a Twitch chat then because I'm trying to read it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.